Oh boy, I'm going to have to move some storage. Part two of not being triggered by the weather as much as by the species I share DNA with. I was telling my father that, I got a new doctor, and he's criticizing me for maybe thinking I'm going to act in ways to lose him as a doctor, but it's a her. But I was, analyzing a lot of my dreams. I was thinking, should I, in the first 20 minutes, because the next day I'm getting my commercial driver's license, which will be $80 for this job that they might not even hire me for the local health authority, probably. Maybe they'll reimburse it if they hire me. But I think if I was not a patient there, I think they told me it was $150 when I asked like a year ago. And again, it's money being laundered, right? It's insulting for me to be asked for this. And I've proven why a lot in the past. Hey, what are you doing today? Hey. And, but I was thinking that at the end of this 20 minutes, if at least, I don't get my medicine renewed, although I won't be due, at least I'll have that done for the appointment. Because they don't want to do the medical for the commercial till the next day for another appointment. And like they get paid, but I have to go there, right? And I'm grateful to have a doctor. I have a lot of triggers. The lady, if she ever cared to get to know me, she'd have to accommodate the triggers and the traumas from having had crappy healthcare professionals in the past, right? I've got many stories, more than one, right? And I do want to start with a fresh slate, if that's the word, with her. But I mean, chances are, like, they know we're so lucky to have them. What if at the end of this 20-minute appointment, which I think maybe I shouldn't do, but I would say, hey, what a good question if you would ask me is, where do you think your overall health is right now on a scale of 1 to 10? And I gave her the number, and she'd be surprised at the end of the appointment. Oh, that's not high. And it's because I'd like it to be high, or if I'd like to, and explain why, if I'm going to stay alive, which isn't necessarily my choice. But I mean, I'm not suicidal either. I'm stuck living with the species responsible for the Anthropocene as they keep accelerating it, not just victimizing me, but victimizing my higher power, the biosphere, right? So, yeah, it's upsetting. So, what else? Oh, yeah, I was telling my father as well that, the lady in charge of the department at the health authority that I applied for, I'm hoping she'll go away, and that's why there's a job, because maybe somebody else with seniority is going to take over for her. And the reason for that is, the first time I met her, I asked her a question about if she liked her job, and with her answer, I figured I should become friends with her to try to offer her my counseling skills to see if I can help her. And but I don't think a few short little easy interactions, like she's not very good at answering emails, but the last time I said, can you email me back the playlist you made on YouTube, because I didn't make it specifically on YouTube, and she says, we own that now. And it's weird because the second one has a video from my YouTube, so what, she thinks she owns it. Like, it's, there's like some toxicities in her ways of thinking, and maybe she's not even happy to be there, so there's some resentment. So it wouldn't start well to have a boss like that when you want to be positive there for the seniors and be happy and have all your ideas kind of continue to manifest, whether you're a volunteer or paid staff. And all these things, right, is people want me to be in denial with them, it's just so I could get a regular paycheck or a pension or have less struggles being dependent on people that are supposed to help people like me that have higher standards and therefore are unemployable in failing proto-societies. And I'm not saying there's a lot of people like me like that. I'm just saying that's kind of what it's like today. That's a lot of the thoughts I'm having. So what I'm going to do, I'm also going to write a chapter in my book about something I said on a lake in Gatineau many years ago, and I filmed a video where it's not just important to all of you, but it's still very important to me to be seen, heard, witnessed as who I am, being understood as who I am, being accepted as who I am, and being appreciated as who I am. Now, I'll write that in maybe 2,500 words to explain that and how I believe it is impossible to get all four from any member of my species. but also I'll explain how unlikely it is to get any of these four based on who the species I interact with are, because it requires certain skill sets and certain abilities to reference others, to value human rights, all these things, to have curiosity. All these things make it that the species I share DNA with lack the abilities to give me 1, 2, 3, and certainly not all four of these, which is what we all deserve, by the way, and what we would more easily give to each other if we would have really achieved civilization.